today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports. We'll see Teddy Bridgewater and the Carolina Panthers taking on Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders.
On a warm afternoon in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina, EA Sports brings you to Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders. Ready for football now from sunny North Carolina. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out now come the Patriots as they are led out by their quarterback, a former MVP of the National Football League back in 2015, Cam Newton.
What an audition last year for Teddy Bridgewater in New Orleans. Not one that he expected to have happen with the injury to Drew Brees, but he stepped into the breach, and the Saints went 5-0 in his starts, and he showed the rest of the league he was ready to be a starting quarterback again. Now he gets his opportunity with a brand new head coach, a brand new organization in Carolina.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Bridgewater to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's the Panthers punter now. Back deep for the Raiders, Jalen Richard. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. First possession coming for the Raiders, and at quarterback, their longtime starter in his 7th season, Derek Carr.
Sometimes I wonder if we're just not looking at Derek Carr and evaluating him the correct way, because this guy's been incredibly reliable. Only 2 missed starts in 6 seasons with the Raiders. His completion percentage topped 70% last year. The only one higher, Drew Brees in New Orleans. The problem, though, it hasn't translated into wins. They move the ball up and down the field, but they don't score enough touchdowns. Derek Carr hoping to remedy that in 2020.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Nice catch up by Tyrell Williams, who got off to a hot start. Heck, I'd call it a blazing start in 2019, scoring a touchdown each of his first 5 games. And he has history as a big-time receiver as well. 1,000 yards receiving for the Chargers back in 2016.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. He will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 9. First down, Las Vegas.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier, and this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They've been playing the field position game thus far. No score, 2nd quarter as they come up on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Christian McCaffrey, the
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore.
Catch there by DJ Moore, who's really starting to come into his own. And he's one of that pack of receivers in the NFL now that looks like running backs and plays like that as well when they catch the football. Last year, nearly 1,200 yards receiving, 78 yards per game, and that ranked in the top 10 in the league. Expect those numbers to continue to grow.
That catch good for only a couple.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on second down, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's fourth. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half.
A 29-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
Raiders nothing.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Jalen Richard now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Richard on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
I'm highly favored. Don't wanna bring it up. No conversation, ain't got time for no debate. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, I run for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'm a run to the bed until we all got them buckets. Yeah, the footsteps coming.
Joey Slye.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Tyrell Williams and the Raiders back on offense. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Carr gonna throw. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. To throw again, Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble. And the Panthers have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The 37-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Bridgewater now. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Raiders' 24-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Bridgewater. Now he's flushed out right. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
Raiders, nothing.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
So Carr and the Raiders now down 6-0. A minute 54 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second down and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Bridgewater, and that ought to do it.
On the keeper.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.